The sponsor of today is the ClimbingPill training platform. It's an amazing app that is super user-friendly and simple to use by Offer Blutreich, who is a professional climber, a coach, and a physio. There is a 24/7 coach support, a bot that reminds you when and what to do on your training, and it's really cool and awesome, and I have been loving it. If you want to check it out and get 20% off your first month of training, go to theclimbingpill.com and at checkout, you can write CDP24, CDP as in Climbing Destinations Podcast. If you enjoy the podcast and want to be a part and help keep it thriving, you are welcome to join the Patreon. It helps a lot, and I'd be able to provide with much more fun and quality content. So it starts at $5 a month, and yeah, feel free to join. Also, always be sure to check out the website for deals on gear and other stuff from the Mountain Hardware. They have some really good discounts, and we have a really cool collaboration with them. So, worth to check it out. So, I'm super excited about today and about this episode. We're discovering one of the most famous and best bouldering areas in the world, for sure. Now, I am firstly a sport climber, and in the past, I would even look down at bouldering. Not really, but almost. Like not seeing the point of climbing, 4 moves, and that's what you're doing. That's what you're trying to do the whole day. But a few years ago, for my birthday, my wife surprised me and took me to Albarracin. And I'll tell you, that changed my perspective. I absolutely loved bouldering in general. I enjoyed it so much. And Albarracin specifically. It was just amazing to discover this place. So today we're talking about Albarracin, and to help us get the best of this amazing place, we have Miguel Navarro, who is a legend of the area and in general. It's safe to say that I had a man crush for the guy during the 1 hour recording. He's such a cool guy, so modest, super strong climber and inspiring person. And I really loved this talk. He lives there, he will talk about him, but really good. He was stressed a bit about his English, but I think it's great, and that's part of the podcast and of life, to have these beautiful accents and of locals from all over the world. So, yeah, I think his English is perfect, and it was awesome to have him. And we talked a lot about the best sectors, where to go, classic problems, even the shoes you want to wear in this kind of a very specific sandstone with really good grip. Why not to climb after the rain, when to go to Albarracin, where to stay, what to eat, and as always, much more. All the problems we talked about will have links in the website, the boulder problems, so you can watch them. Some of them are so good that literally after recording the episode, I went to look for long-term accommodation in Albarracin. So, yeah, it's amazing. So I really hope you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the best bouldering areas in the world. It's worth to say we didn't mention that it's also an amazing town. Like, we talked a lot about the forest, about the waterfalls, what to do on rest days, and etc. But the town itself we should say a few words about that, and it's by itself a place that many people go. So that's definitely worth saying, and good to know. It's like amazing medieval old town, and just mind-blowing. So yeah, I really hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you on the other side. Ciao. Hi Miguel, welcome.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine. Excited. Just coming for to try some boulders. But yeah, very happy. This is what it is.
Nice. What did you do today?
Today we were just walking in like a kind of new place, more in the north of the mountains. Looking for new lines. We find some of them. We put the rope. They are pretty high. You just put the rope, pin it, look for the best holds, and try to figure out. But no cigar. But we will come back for sure. For sure.
Nice. It's in this area that's called the Besas.
No, Bezas is, let's say, Bezas is more in the east part, and this is more in around the Rodenas. It's more in the north, but it's just a few bullets at the moment, so no, not big place. But for like the, let's say, like the locals or the people who is living here or spend a lot of time here, it's just a way to change the the atmosphere and everything. It's
Nice.
something new. It's always nice.
Yeah, it's always good.
Yeah.
Amazing, man. So I'm really excited. I've been to Albarracin a few times, so I know a bit, but not a lot. So and I love it. It's like I think it's amazing and so much fun. So it's gonna be cool to hear from you stuff.
Everybody loves it.
Um, yeah, everybody loves Albarracin. It's an amazing place. So can you share a bit about yourself before we start? Like, yeah, what do you do and how did you get to Albarracin and where are you from and yeah, everything.
Okay, so well, Miguel Navarro came here for the first time in 2003, and from some friends were already here climbing. I'm from Castellón. It's not far. It's 1 hour 40 minutes driving, and they just told about the amazing place full of red sandstone. I didn't know exactly what is the red sandstone yet, but I was really excited for to see the place because they also talk a lot about the amazing forest and all the, yeah, covered full of rocks. So I just came here 2003, and since this time, first year I spent a lot of time here, a lot. So next year's coming really often, and since 6 7 years ago I just moved here for living. Yeah, I found well, this is the cellar of the house, but the house it's we just built with my partner Barbara. We just built a business here as a guest house. So it's a big house sharing for everybody who wants to join and good rest and, yeah, keep climbing.
Wow, super cool. So first time in 2003 you've been there.
2003 and September, but almost 2004. But yeah,
Wow, how was it back then? Was it popular or almost nothing?
no, almost nothing. Almost nothing. I came here with three guys from a region, from Castellon, and we met quite, yeah, big group. I gonna say big group because they were almost 10 people of people from Valencia. It's the next region to mine in the east coast, and we have seen in this the first like 5 years more or less. We have seen a lot of people from Madrid, or just a few people. Sorry, few people from Madrid, from Basque Country, Catalonia. Quite yeah, quite a split, but just the groups were like really small, you know. So it was not really often in a even in a weekend to see more than 5 or 10 cars. Also,
Wow.
also we could drive inside the forest, so it was even harder to see some cars and some climbers because everybody has the own corner more or less. So some people was climbing more in techos, other people was climbing in a rastradero, other two, and we just change. We start to change some info in the bar and by the way in the between the boulders. It was a really amazing time. Yeah, it's a pity now it changed too much.
Wow. I can imagine. Man, I've been there last time. It was a couple of months back, and I'm trying to think exactly when, but I think there was a holiday or something. It was so packed. Like there were so many people. Yeah, just crazy.
I think we can feel it every year. It's like growing a little bit more. I mean, before was like maybe after summer, October, November was like a big month when it gets popular. Like in 2006, seven was getting like popular. So October, November was like a big month, but now it's almost over the year. Even people in August, you can find some families because the weather is quite nice. It's really warm in August, but you have all the evenings are really long. And if you choose a good place for climbing, you can also climb. I mean, you can always climb for sure.
You can always climb.
Yeah, everywhere. That's for sure.
Nice. And yeah, just before we go deeper into Albarracin and stuff, so you're a bit about your personal climbing. So what I guess you live there, so I guess your preferred style is bouldering. Uh,
Yeah.
and do you do other stuff?
I do rock climbing often in summer. So even also here in Albarracin, we are bolting a lot of routes on limestone. We are not allowed to bolt it in sandstone, at least not yet. But there is also a lot of limestone in the mountains in Sierra de Albarracin. They're full of really nice caves and overhangs, and yeah, there is we just miss the too fast, but it's more about the pockets and flat holes, and yeah, it's quite nice. I mean, not too bad, but
Nice.
but I prefer bouldering. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
always choose not the shortest route, but not the longest. So just medium. I could do the
Wow. So you do a mix. You do some rope climbing, you do some mostly bouldering, but yeah.
if I cannot climb in summer in sandstone, so I go. Yeah, I just want to climb, so
Yeah.
I take.
Amazing. And then yeah, last time I was there, I saw actually if it was, I think in the new guidebook it is, no, the
Yeah,
sport climbing.
this is the old wall. Let's say we call it
Yeah,
the old wall, and then it's an extension of this wall. It's pretty new from last summer, and it's also a big cave that we are allowed to vault just in front of the town of Albarracin.
exactly.
And then we have some split routes. Like in Calomar, there are some vaulting routes. In Trama Castilla, there are some vaulting routes. In Bronchales, there are some vaulting routes. So yeah,
Wow.
well, it's more potential, but yeah.
Wow. So it's like
Uh,
it can be it can be like the perfect place for climbing, like anywhere.
For me, yeah. I think if we were allowed to do more things, it will be like one of the most perfect areas for climbing all the styles, because also you can find some multi pitch, or you can but also it's a lot of built
Ah, yeah.
flat.
Yeah.
So we have some restrictions,
Yeah.
and also, I mean, it's a lot of rock around, so we just choose the at the moment the place that we can climb. Yeah,
Yeah, you cannot complain.
no, it's not really. Super tough.
Wa- Wow. Nice. Really nice start. Yeah, amazing. So let's talk about Albarracin in general. Can you give us introduction about the area in terms of like, yeah, let's start with general. Where is it? And kind of also I guess you were also one of the first people to start bouldering there. So like, yeah, maybe how it started as well, but maybe not the first one. Yeah, but but yeah, where it is and so on.
So Albarracin, it's in Teruel. It's almost in the middle of the peninsula, Spanish peninsula, and it's a quite really nice point because it's not near to everybody, but it's not far also. Everybody have like a few hours to drive to the middle one, so that's one of the point maybe gets popular, and we have a really amazing weather. We have a cold but dry, doesn't really rain a lot, and there's no. It's snowing often, but it's not like big storms, and that makes also like a perfect conditions most of the times. So, so yeah, you can. I don't know. We were talking about.
So yeah, the weather and then the where it is. And then yeah, how like I was always wondering walking around there like how big it is and how like it seems super small, but then actually you walk around and it's like you have some, I mean, it's not that small.
Yeah, the climbing area. I mean, I think.
No, in general, like the place Albarracin.
Yeah, but I think we have a really nice town also, and it's a big place. Like the forest, it's huge. So you can drive from Albarracin. You can drive to 40 minutes to the east, and it's full of rocks. And you can drive other 35 minutes to the north, and it's full of rocks also. So, but yeah, again, the restrictions are sometimes are weird, sometimes are really understandable. I mean, you can understand the rules why they are there, but sometimes are really weird. We have the climbers have a big fighting with the hunters also,
Ah,
and then
really?
yeah, and then it's yeah, because the climbers put away the wildlife of the animals. They say,
Mm,
but it's maybe true because we are in the middle of the forest most of the times. But yeah, it's again a huge place for everybody, I think. And they have we have the less square for climbing at the end. But that's a thing that every year it's getting a little bit better. Also, we talk with some people and identities. We talk with them, and it's getting better. The relationship, let's say,
nice.
like a little bit
That's
better.
important as
Yeah,
well. As well, I guess, like they see so many climbers come from all over the world. Uh,
I think they start. It's over 20 years, but they starting to understand how important is this place for climbers, for everybody, because they was really surprised first times when they saw people from Australia or Japan. It was like, yeah, their mind explode in some point.
yeah.
And it was even after the exploding the explosion. It was even a few years without understand the situation. But right now it's getting like better and better. Also, it's more business around the Albarracin town, and they also pushing more a little bit. So we are getting like strong in this point. So more important voices. It's not just a climber going to the major to say, "Hey, I want to climb." Now we have more voice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like at the end of the day, money talks, like when so many climbers come, it's, yeah,
Uh, most of us we doesn't want it to say that, but it is. It's
sure,
yeah. We cannot
sure.
fight money,
No, no,
but yeah, we can fight
yeah.
it.
Um, Cool. So we can start. We can start talking like about the climbing itself, and then after we go to the practicalities, like when do you suggest to come, and how to get there and stuff like this. But let's start. So the climbing, we were saying it's like mostly bouldering. You develop the sport climbing, but it's like Albarracin is about bouldering and
For sure.
sandstone, everything,
Yeah.
right? Uh,
All sand. Most of the sandstone is good quality. Sometimes it's like a bit sandy, but most of the boulders are like solid and compact, good quality. Most roof, I mean, no, sorry. People think it's most roofy climbing, and it's a lot of roof around. But I think it's all kind of styles here in Albarracin. It's not as big as Fontainebleau, but it's the same. Some people in Fontainebleau only think in vertical, smooth feet and mantles, but you can find also a huge roof there. So here it's the same, but at the same time the opposite. So most roof, but then you have a lot of slabs and a lot of edges and yeah, a lot of close compress. So yeah, I
pretty
think I
much
think
everything.
yeah, I think the style of Albarracin is what it fits perfect most of the people. Most also nowadays the people is coming from climbing gym. They are really strong, and you don't really need in some boulders you don't need a really good technique as in other places. So you can play a lot, and also the roof most of the times are like quite easy or simple, and then the mantle is the hard part. So you can try the boulder a lot. You climb a lot. I mean, you can do more than 90% of the boulder sometimes, and you mind things that you're gonna top out. Maybe you never know, or maybe you do so bad. But that's what make the hook to Albarracin, I think. Also, the weather is super nice, and also Albarracin have one really good thing is the parking. I think that's really hard to find in other areas. One parking for almost 20 areas of climbing. That's really amazing because you park and you can go everywhere. Just walking less than 15 minutes, maybe 20 is the maximum to Terra Media. But that's also pretty. That's also the other good points that Albarracin have. Most flat approx.
Yeah,
So I think
true.
all these ingredients makes a better area than just a good quality sandstone or good boulders. It's just easy climbing.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
I park, and then everybody loves Spain as with the tapas, cerveza. uh,
yeah,
uh, all these ingredients makes Albarracin like the mecca of south of Europe for sure.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, so many good things together just makes it perfect.
But like everything fits. So,
Yeah.
and then weather is almost perfect. You can climb almost 300 days per year. So
Oh,
that's pretty. Yeah,
yeah.
our season now it's we start climbing in September, and you can finish in June even if you
Well,
choose a so that's pretty long season for bouldering. I don't think it's this long season in all over the world.
yeah, anywhere. True.
I can say it's not possible because
Yeah.
most of it have like a warm or always raining or too cold. But here it's yeah, you can find maybe 9 days of raining or bad weather, but that's it.
Yeah.
Full climbing. Okay.
That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, yeah. And the people knows.
And let's like about the amount of boulders. Like, can you? I mean, you are part of the guidebook, no? You create the guidebook, or am I wrong? Or...
Yeah, we did a new guidebook now. It's called it the local guidebook. It's
Okay.
with the one with the black cover, and we put a lot of new stuff and recover a lot of old stuff also. So it's not only like really new. There is some really old that it wasn't in any other guidebook or application, and we put all this together also and make some areas that were like really small. We put it with a lot of boulders, at least more than 40 or 50 boulders in every area. Yeah.
And then in all of Albarracin, do you know about how many boulders there are?
Yeah, we just break this time the barrier of 3,000. I think it's 3,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's that's cool.
Only in Albarracin because then
Only in
it's
Albarracin. Yeah.
Besa is also like a knowing place for. I mean, there is a guidebook also with Besas, but there is then we have more, as I said before, we have more places with more boulders around that we are thinking to maybe to make a small guidebooks for it or just put together one big of Albarracin because it's like the main place and it's already
Yeah.
very book, and then maybe make another one with the satellite areas around with more stuff. But yeah, we need to put more boulders together to make like a real area.
Yeah. Nice. And so, can you describe a bit the sandstone? And you talked a bit about the general style that is kind of like, yeah, a bit of everything. But like, how is the sandstone? For example, now I'm in Font for the first time. Like I was there, yeah, yesterday, and it's very different than Albarracin, and both are sandstone.
Hmm. Yeah, it's I mean the sandstone of Albarracin, it's yeah, the color is red. So normally when it's a red sandstone, they call it rodeno. It's just
Mm.
the name of this kind of combination of material. Normally more it's built more with the texture. Normally it's with more this is more holes that you can feel. And normally also makes this hollow features in the roofs. For that, it's here the roof. You can climb a lot the roof because these hollow features are made it from this kind of sandstone only. So I mean, it's unique climbing, unique. You cannot really find this kind of holes in other kind of sandstone for sure. And this is all about yeah the minerals inside and the rain and everything. It's making this nice feature just for climbing. And normally it's really nice for skin. Doesn't have
Yeah,
sharp creams, but you also can find them. But you can skip it really easy and climb a lot because the holes are really nice and the mountains are sloper.
yeah,
So yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it's amazing. It's I like you were saying, yeah, there is no specific style. I agree. Like from the little I was there, but
Yeah.
the roofs, like you describe it, they are so fun because like the holes are really so big and so good. And yeah, coming, many people coming from the climbing gyms these days, it's like it's just so playfulness. It's so fun.
Yeah, and it's very nice for again, it's very nice for the skin. So I think that makes also that you can climb or try a lot. No, you get used to this sandstone pretty fast. Maybe the first day you finish with the pinky fingertips,
Yeah.
but if you came a little bit often, you get
Yeah.
really used to the
Mm,
skin, and then you can try something for the fingertips. But when your fingertips are pinky, you can go for a bigger jacks and you still climbing. And the
yeah.
opposite, when the lower part of the fingers are hurting, you can go for some cream and you still climbing
Exactly. Exactly.
because you have one next to the other one.
Yeah. That's a really good tip, actually. Yeah, because when
Yeah.
you climb on the jugs, you have like the really bad splitters, there. Yeah, it's a really good tip. I had a question for you as a local. So, sandstone is really good for most of the time the friction for the shoes, right? Like you can trust really like bad smeary and stuff. So, with what shoes do you climb normally? Or
I
would
climb.
you change between boulders and stuff? I will tell you like okay, say yours, and then I will tell you like what I love a lot. But yeah, I'm just interested.
You mean the brand or the kind of shoes? Shoes.
Uh, yeah, we can say also the brand. It's spicy, but also yeah, the kind.
Yes, I use normally in this sandstone. I use really soft shoes, as soft as I find.
Yeah,
But yeah, I like the toe. I like soft, but the heel I like harder.
yeah,
So, so sometimes I have to find a good climbing shoe
yeah,
from boulder. But the soft rubber, it makes you feel really good. Like the sloppy feet, and or even in the jugs, you can like grab it inside with the toes.
exactly.
So that's perfect. I think the soft climbing shoes is the best for Albarracin.
Yeah, yeah. It make
And then
it makes a huge
also,
difference.
yeah, it makes a huge difference. Normally, when it's stiff, no, like hard,
Yeah,
you can sleep. But then when it's soft, it's like going into the lip of the hold and everything. So and the grip, it's amazing. You feel
yeah,
you feel like you're losing more than 10 kilos of yourself.
yeah, yeah,
And then I think that's also one point that makes Albarracin interesting to the people, that you have so many options with the fish. I mean, it's not one hold here, one hold there, and you have nothing else. So it's not everything is morpho. You can find a lot of betas here in Albarracin because you can choose a lot of fish. You can grab a lot of things or pinches that the people is not normally using it in a normal method or something. But most of the people, it's just find something for themselves.
yeah,
So that's also really nice in Albarracin, but that
yeah,
also doesn't really happen in other areas.
yeah,
It's more, even if it's sandstone, it's more like just blanket or around it, so you cannot grab anything. But here in Albarracin, you always have a pebble, or you have pinch, small cream, or something that you can grab or step on it. So and you can find your way to
yeah.
top up.
Yeah, that's really cool. And yeah, I think motivating for people of different sizes because
Yeah,
it's yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think also about the shoes, I think it's super cool point, and it's like today actually with the with the climbing gyms they have the volumes, right? And it's
yeah,
actually I find it very similar sometimes when you need to
yeah,
really put all of the all of the shoes, all of the rubber, and to
yeah,
some smeary sandstone, it's really similar.
yeah, yeah. But here is more grip, I guess, no?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
Sometimes.
yeah, depends on the boulder.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, even now I have like the Drago, the Scarpa Dragos, and I resold them, I don't know, 5 times. So they are like socks. I have no tension at all, but it's like I can stand on nothing. Like it's so good.
Oh, You can make like this.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's. I mean, the climbing shoes is, I think, from my point of view, it's also like it's a tool. So
Yes.
you have to learn how to use it. You can, if you get used to use any brand of shoes, you will climb. You can give your best. I mean, but you have to think that it's a tool and you have to learn how to use it, and
Yeah.
that's it. And when you resolve it 5 times, you have used to these climbing shoes like
Yeah.
with barefoot, you know.
Exactly.
But maybe sometimes, not always, but maybe it doesn't mean that the other climbing shoes doesn't fit to you. But you have to learn to climb again, maybe a
Exactly.
little.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Maybe you take, I don't know, the high angle soft or the softer of La Sportiva or whatever, and you at the first contact you don't think it fits to you, but maybe if you don't think about don't fit and just flow, you will climb same way as with the dragon, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's hard sometimes. It's also for me when I put one climbing shoe, it's like, oh, I need the other one, but
Yeah.
always. So I change. So yeah, I'm telling this, but I do the same. But yeah,
Yeah. That's great. Awesome. So, can we talk a bit about sectors? So, let's say your your kind of recommendations for, let's say, first time in Albarracin or like easier boulders. I don't know, your general, like maybe when people come to the guest house, what do you recommend to go? And
I always say in the guest house, it's a lot of people coming. It's the first time even outside in the rocks. So I always say the best welcome of Albarracin is Arrastradero,
yeah.
because Arrastradero it's like super easy to find. It's not just easy to walk. That it's also easy to walk, but it's super easy to find everything, and you have everything. You have over 300 boulders only in one place, and from the minimum grade to the maximum almost. So even some projects around. So it's for everybody. For the big groups, it's amazing because you also can find a bullet for everybody. And when you are like with your couple or just alone, it's also a good place because the people who is coming alone, if you go to Arrastradero first days, you will find somebody else for climbing. And then if you are with your couple, you can make a really good deal with like you climb this and I climb that. So I think I think the best welcome it's a Rastradero for sure, and it's one of the best areas. Also, I will say maybe well, yeah, not in Europe because Fontainebleau is the other mecca, but it's a great area. It's just flat and easy landings, easy reach to every boulder, and not super high. It's like medium high. For on the boulders, the top outs. So that's also a good point. Commercial. It's just commercial.
Yeah.
And then maybe for the second touch, yeah, it depends. But if you have Entre Aguas, for example, have a lot of boulders, like medium, easy, great, and it's pretty savvy. So for the sunny days in the warm, like for now, sometimes now it's pretty warm. So people is going a lot to this place because it's a large area and you can climb a lot. Like you you climb a lot, you have the shade, and it's also near to parking. And and yeah, I don't know. Parking is one of the good options. Also, parking is
Mm.
just there.
It's in the parking.
It's
Yeah.
just there. It's like okay, you park and you climb also. Yeah,
Right.
and It's a 20 areas,
Okay.
21, eh,
Yeah.
21 area. So
So
every area, yeah, every area have his good point, but most of them are at the same time. You have everything almost. Maybe less. Let's say less boulders for like easy or medium grade. It will be in the most news area.
hmm
Less cleaning maybe about the this kind of boulders, but all the classics like 15 areas at least have all the grades almost. Most more you have more medium easy boulders than hard, I think.
Okay.
In the classic,
Well,
I think.
so yeah, it's like also it's hard to recommend one sector or even few because it's all good, really.
Yeah, I will say Arrastradero, Puente, Valle de la Madera. It's really nice also. Techos is amazing. Yeah, Entre Aguas is really good also. I will say this in this order also. Really.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. So I will write it down in the show notes and people can have a look. Now, it's a harder one even, so specific boulders. So maybe like classics, if you have in the top of your mind. If not, it's okay. But if you have like classics for like easier, medium, and harder, and then if you don't or after, you can say like your your favorites or something you are happy you done or opened.
Yeah. Well, the classics are really, really obvious when you reach to the forest. You only have to see which boulder have more the shining white holes. That's the classic. So you can go for it, and if you feel the texture a bit polished, you can be pretty sure that you are doing a good classic.
It's a good yeah. Yeah.
Then, if you are not agree with the polished um, holes, uh, even in Arrastradero have some cool lines. Like La Placa Ninja is really nice. It's not hard. I think it's 6A plus. I'm not sure about the grade. Sorry, I was working. I work back, back I don't know
Yeah.
all the grades. So yeah, it's six something. It's not super hard. It's medium easy. Placa Ninja. Do you know this one?
I don't
It's
think so. Is it?
like a slab, really cool slab, super amazing, nice.
Yeah,
Uh,
Asadero.
yeah, and then you have also in El Rastradero you have a quite classic roof called it titiriteros with this perfect feature that we were talking before with the hollow
Yeah.
things, uh, with a two-finger pocket, perfect pinch, jars, and everything. It's about 7A, 7A plus roof, and it's really good one. I
What's the
think
name?
it's titiriteros.
I Is it next to the famous
In Abre los Ojos and Combination.
yeah,
Combination is the classic there, or like the most famous builder, Cheite.
yeah.
And then to the left, there is one 6B, is 7A, 7B, I think 6C plus, and a couple of 6B, 6B plus. And this corner, it's really cool.
Wow.
It's just behind the hard stuff, but it's really cool. I mean, the people is going for Abre los Ojos and combination. This corner is really famous for that. But you just around the corner, you have five pink lines for everybody from 6B to 7A plus. Yeah,
Wow. Amazing.
and that's in yeah, in Rastradera. Okay, and then whew, La Fuente. La Fuente is the super classic Plus del Autobús, mega classic. And then There is a big roof, also really nice. Call it un bocadito. Sorry, por la boca muere el pez.
Okay.
It's a roof. It's a 7A, and then also in this roof, por la boca muere el pez, you have also like from 6C to 7C boulders in same roof, and they are really roof, and then slide overhand.
Yeah. Yeah.
And some easy mantles and some really interesting mantles also. Yeah, Albarracin style. Yeah,
Nice.
and then I don't know. In Techers, I think Techers is because Arrastradero is very classic, but I will say Techers is older area than Arrastradero, and it have for that almost every line there. It's super classic, you know.
Yeah.
There is the A Ciegas 7A plus, really cool arret with a perfect grip.
Uh-huh.
And it's a really nice 6A plus, call it Cuatro Estaciones, a roof with a big hollows.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a 6A plus roof. It's amazing because
Wow.
but it's true. It's like really easy, and the people really like it because the beginners can climb in a real roof, you know.
And
And then
it's not far from the ground as well.
no, it's 1 meter and a half
Yeah.
around. Yeah, but yeah, there is a space for climbing. It's not lying the ground. It's really
Yeah.
cool. This wood, cuatro estaciones. Yeah, I will say this. Yeah, like easy, medium, couple, and then I don't know. Tierra Media have many stuff. It's over 400
Yeah.
lines.
Yeah. It's
So
hard to choose. And what are some of your some of yours? Like I don't know, you have in mind one, two that you are your favorites, or like that you are happy that you've done or trying, or like okay.
yeah, but, uh, yeah. I don't know, Quebrantamentes. It was a really nice boulder when I came first time.
What's the name?
Quebrantamentes in Texas. It's an amazing roof. Like it's helicopters on the beach. Is there? It's a famous boulder, and the boulder. This boulder is just in the left. So we open it together with several people from Valencia, and it was a really nice day. I have really good memories from this boulder. 7A stand up. You can make the 8.8 version also, La Astronave. It's just to link it with the right traverse. So 8A, 7A plus, or 7B plus from the left if you go into the 7A. So it's
And
like,
can you describe it a bit? Like
yeah, it's just, well, the stand up, it's like a perfect flat rail, and then few small feet that you have to step really high in one, and you jump directly to the roof. There is a perfect lip for handling,
uh,
and then you start to grab big hollows, big, like I don't know, like
yeah.
you can even put like two knees, and you are no hands.
Oh, well.
It's really fun, and then you have the interesting mantle on the top. It's not super high, but yeah, have an interesting height also.
Yeah.
So it's physical, psychological, and technique, and yeah, it's
Wow.
very good. Yeah,
That sounds amazing. I
yeah.
didn't do it. I will do it next time.
You should go for
In what sector?
in Texas, in
In
the
Texas.
middle of it. Yeah, it's just near to Brainstorm also. It's
Okay.
also a pretty cool boulder.
Okay.
But yeah, this is one of the I have very good memories of this boulder.
Amazing.
Yeah, and then also I don't know Super Nafa Macho also in Texas. it was also like I opened it with a friend, and was really cool memories also of this one. I'm
What is
very
it?
I think now it's 7C because something breaks, something no, crimp breaks. So it's more like slightly overhand with a perfect crimp style, like they call it kettleboard now. Uh, and then it's a fighting of the mantle. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a good mantle top out test piece. I like that.
And how tall? How high is it?
It's 4 or 5 meters. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I like your boulders. I don't know if I'm the best to recommend the boulders because I always people here in the guest house sometimes they said to me that it's high. You always see the boulder not too high. It's like yeah, I don't see the boulders too high sometimes, or I don't see the let's say like bad landings or something. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. You just climb up.
Yeah, but we need a lot of crash patterns, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
It's always good.
let's say for somehow I used to climb high boulders, so when I see a medium high boulder, it's like no, it's not high anymore.
Yeah.
It's normal size.
It's normal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's normal.
Yeah. Yeah, I can like I'm not super experienced in bouldering. Like I do way more sport climbing, but the last few years, yes, more bouldering. And I feel like when the landing is good, when I feel safe about the landing, like I can climb pretty high. And
Yeah,
I find like the like doing hard moves when you're quite high is like
yeah,
such an amazing feeling. So
yeah.
cool.
I think it's really cool. Yeah, I really love it. And I try also the high walls with the rope, but it changed a lot. It's like
Sure.
another game. So you try it with the rope. You know that this move is gonna be like hard or mentally or something. But then when you are alone there, it's like please relax. And then when you make the top out, it's like you want more one exactly like this just next to.
Yeah. Yeah. I did one. I did one that I remember last time. It was, I don't think it's super, it's not super tall, but it was like kind of taller than the other ones I did. If you know it, it's called, I think, País de Bicicletas.
Oh yeah, this is oh yeah.
That was really good. Yes.
Okay. Move, no?
Yes.
And when you do this and you top out, it's like what the heck?
Wow.
I
Yeah.
can. It's like you can jump to the cross patch now. It's like yeah, I know. Yeah,
Exactly.
I really like this feeling. Yeah, I also like normal size or small if the moves are interesting to me. I also really enjoy it, but it's just different. It's just
Yeah.
different. It's like, for example, maybe in the medium high to low, I have to find hard move at least for me, like to enjoy the boulder. And then in the high balls, I don't really care about the how hard it is, or it's just something. It has to be something interesting to my mind, or complicate, or
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's also mm,
To mix it. Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree.
yeah.
Amazing. Um, okay, so we can go, I think, to some stuff around the climbing. Um, so let's say we're talking at the beginning of it. You said it's like kind of in the center of Spain. So how would you get? What's the best way? I don't know, from anywhere, from Europe, or like how do people get to Albarracin normally?
Yeah, Uh, from Europe, you can fly to Madrid or Valencia. I think it are the best options. Valencia is just 2 hours driving. Madrid is 3 hours and a half. That the maybe that's the difference, and then maybe the big difference is the ticket fly price.
Mm.
No, maybe it's cheaper to fly to Madrid. It can be cheaper, but then you have 1 hour and a half more. to drive. But yeah, it's almost everything. It's highway. Doesn't matter if you fly to Valencia or Madrid. It's super easy to reach with the car, and then it's really easy to find like the town of Albarracin, and then for groceries and everything, I will recommend that to go to the big city at the first moment to buy a lot of things or the main things that you need, and then here to buy just for like survive or if you
Yeah.
need, because it's less things, it's a bit more expensive also,
Yeah.
but yeah, also it's nice to help the people or the shops here. But yeah, the main shop, maybe if you come from Valencia or Madrid, you can just stop in the city and make this shopping, and then you can go to these nice shops here in the
Yeah.
town. What you need day by day or something.
Yeah.
And yeah,
And then when you are in Albarracin, you like it's better to have a car, right? Like, can you do without a car?
I think it's very important to have a car just to have a really nice experience for yourself, because it's 4 kilometers and a half, maybe more or less from the town to the boulders. Uh, for the most areas, for the classics, for the good ones also, for yeah, just for the classics, let's say. And yeah, with the car you can move by yourself like pretty easy. You can make you can wait for some car stops you, but
Yeah.
normally the car full of crash pads, full of
Yeah.
stuff, so it's pretty difficult that somebody stops to carry you for the boulders or from the boulders to the town. Also, it's pretty hard.
Yeah.
People want. I mean, people is not disagree with to take other climbers, but yeah, most of the time it's just difficult because
Yeah.
you have a lot of crash pads and yeah. So yeah, to rent a car, it's I think it's a good point for uh, for Albarracin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Best time to come. So you mentioned before it's like September to June, pretty much, but
It have a good a better weather. Maybe I will say October, November. It's really nice because it's not too cold, but it's not too warm. Also, can be really windy or quite windy. Not really, just quite windy. And then May, it's really nice. Also, the weather. I think not much rain normally. And yeah, May, April. Right now should be like really awesome also, but it's quite warm right now.
yeah,
But the temperatures are this year it's very
yeah,
crazy. Really
it
hard to
is.
say
Yeah.
the because January was super good and normally it's like super humid and cold and was really quite good. And then May was weird because it was raining a lot. Everything was quite humid, no wind. So yeah, and normally May it's good. March, sorry, March. It's a good April, man. Yeah, March was a good month. I really like. Uh, I really, for my point of view, I like October, November, March, and May. I
Okay.
will say this
Those are
is
the
for
best.
yeah, this is 4 months like really good ones.
Mhm.
You can pick your holidays with this
Yeah.
month. Yeah,
Nice.
because December, January, maybe mid of December and until mid of February is the worst normally.
Okay.
See, also colder and pretty humid. Everything
Yeah.
is humid because
Yeah.
the night even if it's not raining or not snowing at the night, everything freeze,
Okay.
gets thick, and then smell. and then again and again every day is
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So it's an endless of humidity on the humidity on the humidity, and the wind is not uh, doesn't appear often here,
Yeah,
so it
yeah.
doesn't loud. Most the boulders are in the shade because the sun is also lower, so it's not much sun on the boulders. It doesn't get like time enough
Hmm.
to stay dry. So I will say this is the worst time, and then the rest pretty good. You can find really good conditions and good, really nice experience in this weather, Spanish weather.
Nice.
Not only
And you reminded me a good point that maybe people that are more starting doesn't know that it's important to after like when the boulders are wet not to climb, right?
don't try to climb, yeah, in all sandstone. But
Every
this
sunset,
is
yeah.
yeah, every sandstone. It's you should wait at least 24 hours for climbing. It depends of the raining, of course, but with a huge raining, even 48 hours, 2 days of resting to because the water is normally is going inside of the even if you see the wood dry, the water is inside. So it's when you break the hole and you see the dark color of the behind the hole, you know. And here in Albarracin, also a lot of another kind of hole, the flakes. It's full of flakes also. So these flakes are really have a good sensibility to the humidity. So it can break pretty easy if you climb
Yeah.
in the it. So yeah, for that we didn't climb a lot in January and February. We wait more than climb most of the
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it's not humidity from the rain, let's say like this one I was talking before, you can go to the south faces because this dries super fast normally. South faces it dries. Without wind sometimes because it's just because have less lichen and less marsh and it's just a super clear wall face, so it just dries faster. And the other ones, as you going to the north, have more lichen, more marsh, more things that just takes the water and the humidity, so it takes longer and longer for the dry. So be
Yeah.
careful with this.
Hmm.
This begins a big problem sometimes, eh? In
Yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, it's huge problem, and it can be like classic problems that will be ruined, that and yeah, people even maybe they don't do it because they are bad, maybe they just don't know, and like it's important
Yes,
to
but it,
talk about it.
uh, sometimes I think some people or most of the people can maybe they have the knowledge in the head because they read it in some point. But when you are excited in another
Yes.
country, with your holidays, I came here for climbing. I want to climb, but you have to understand that you have to wait for climbing. That's the thing. So remember what you read in some point before that you have to wait for the dry to let dry the rock and then not only you will enjoy this boulder, everybody will enjoy it for over the years.
Yes.
That's I think that's what the people have to understand and
Yeah.
put in the head that yeah, it's your holidays, but the boulder is for have to be for everybody. So
Yeah.
you have to.
Yeah, yeah, I agree, and yeah, super important, and I'm happy we got to that. Also, I feel like that, like, okay, chalk, it's okay, but the huge tick marks sometimes that also it's happening that like, wow,
You can use trimmers. I use trimmers, but I use one thing is called it brush.
exactly.
So that it looks sometimes that the people also forget what is the using for this tool. And yeah, you can brush it out and
Exactly.
put it. And you don't need a big thing max, never. You just need a point to know where is
Yes.
the hold or where you finger. You have three fingers, well five, but using three, so choose one for the point, you know,
Yeah.
and the thing is going there, and you will grab you will grab the hold in the right position for sure. We also using the skin of the trees, you know, the branch. You
Yeah.
can you can like peel it, no, peel it,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
take one, and then you can make a tick mark. It's brown tick mark,
Huh.
and it goes away. Goes away just with the t-shirt.
Hmm.
You you hit with the t-shirt and it's going away. We call it
Amazing. How you call it?
tick mark.
Nice. That's a really good tip. I love that.
Yeah, and it's you can find it all around the forest. This even in the ground or just take it from the tree.
Yeah.
You we I take one piece like this more or less, and I put it in the pocket of the chalk bag, and you always have it there, and you use it, and then it's going away super easily.
Nice. That's really cool.
That's a really good point. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, great. So a few last things. So you obviously host the Don Pepo, but like, so where do people stay? So you of course.
Yeah, no, there is several places in Albarracin for staying. You have many Airbnbs, couple of climber guest house, and yeah, and many hotels, many hotels. I think it's not on the camping site also. There is one camping site in Albarracin. So I think it's not a problem to find maybe in the high season or
Yeah.
in the very high moments, some weekends or long holidays of Spanish that we have like 4 days of holidays. Maybe this is pretty hard to find something in Eastern also, but but I still thinking there is always hotel or place to stay. But yeah, you can contact the like the guest house have we have contact by Airbnb or Instagram or whatever. And in Airbnb you can find many places right now
Yeah.
for in Albarracín.
And also the prices are like varies, right? From
Yeah, from maybe from 20 25 euros per night and person and until yeah hundreds.
until whatever you want. Yeah.
I think as much as you want. Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Nice. And then food is important. So
food is
your
uh,
recommendations.
what I said uh, to make maybe the first shopping, and then you can find now since 1 year ago we have the Coliment. It's a big supermarket, quite big for a Baracin supermarket. You can find everything there. They open every day. Only in Sunday they close at midday, but the rest of the days are open. So you can go to the supermarket. It's just next to the petrol station, so you can refill the car and make the shopping. And they have bread also. They have everything. But if you want like typical bread or typical chocolate things, all the sweets, you should go to the bakery. Yeah, to the bakery.
That bakery is amazing.
You should go to this bakery. Try. Yeah, this is like in the boulders. I have no idea how to say. You have to try all of them.
Exactly.
I don't have one thing
No.
in this back. You have to try all of them. All breads, all sweets,
Yeah.
all.
I
Uh,
really think that it's worth to go there and just for the bakery, man. It's so good.
yeah. You know, people get think that they coming to a trip to Albarracin and they will get fit, and you come back home uh, with more kilos, eh?
Yeah,
But very
that's true.
more kilos, but very happy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
And some restaurants, there are plenty, no? There are the climbers one, many climbers go to.
it is La Zahora, is
Yeah.
the one, you have all kind of food there, vegan and normal. Well, normal. uh, all kind of food because this is maybe the vegan thing and the vegetarian is important because it's not many options. I think in Albarracin they have a lot of restaurants, but yeah, here it's really often or really really like common to eat meat because the hunters, so they have to sell and we have to eat. And yeah, in the centrum of the village, you have many restaurants. I think, or I like, as smaller is the restaurant, as good is the food.
Nice. I
I
like
really
that.
like I really like the small ones.
Yeah.
They work not that much, so they put more love in the food.
Nice.
but, uh, but
Awesome.
but yeah, it's many options. Maybe one of the handicaps of Albarracin is that you don't have many options from Monday to Thursday for eat
Mm.
because everything is closed. So
Uh,
you have to find your place. There is one La Hora. It's opening pretty often, and then it's another restaurant called it Buenismo that it opens also. I think every day, and you can eat. You have any options for it also.
nice.
These two maybe is the main eating places for
Yeah.
climbers.
For the
Okay?
climbers.
Yeah, and then you can try the typical tapas and everything near to the weekend to the small ones on the center. Yeah, but there
Nice.
are many restaurants, many places, many options.
Lots. Yeah. Cool. One or maybe two last things. What do you suggest to do on rest days?
On the rest days, I normally rest. No, no. I I like go walking. For me personally, I go walking to see some other rocks, and
Yeah. Nice.
but you have in general you have a lot of, like, for example, waterfalls. You have river paths because it's like you can walk over the river
Okay.
with platforms, and that's very nice places in
Uh,
all around. Not only Albarracin, in the next towns also you have many of these. In Albarracin you have one river path. It's 40 minutes. It's very nice, and I will recommend it at the end of October because when October is finishing and November is coming, all the trees change the color,
oh wow. Yeah.
and it's really amazing.
Wow.
It's like a drug. You take something, it's like wow. It's very, very, very cool. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
This is the best moment to do this pass, but also the rest of the days, the days over the year, it's really nice because also now when it's the midday, if some people, for example, from England or they like or Norway or something that they have more colder conditions or colder places, they get a path here. Like they go to the river. So
Yeah.
this,
It's the
yeah,
same.
I don't know. You give me money, I don't go to the water. Okay. No, but these people, some of them are asking, and these places are really nice also for bath recover. They call it.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea.
Nice.
Yeah, oof, very
Not for everybody.
yeah.
Nice.
But there are also like a few waterfalls. The La Cascada del Molino de San Pedro. It's a very beautiful place. It's a huge waterfall with a curtain of water
Yeah.
that you
Oh
can go
wow.
inside to the waterfall,
Mm.
and you can jump direct to the water if you want, or just take a regular shower.
Wow. And there is
Yeah,
water all year long, or only in like a certain
yeah,
season?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe now Maybe now in summer it's less water, but then it's a lot of water because all the mountains from the snow
Yeah.
or going there. Yeah, it's full of water.
Wow. I never been. I never been. Next time.
So, yeah, titiriteros, arrastradero, and the water.
The water. Awesome. One thing we didn't touch is crash pads. Like people, there. I know there is places to rent, but I don't know how many and stuff. So how is that
Yeah, the sorry, what you said at the end?
to rent crash pads?
To rent. Yeah, to rent. It's very possible to rent the crash pads. Like in Sofa Boulder, you can rent crash pads, and in the two guest house, mine and the other one, you can also rent crash pads. And I think also in the campsite, you can in the camping site, you can also rent crash pads. And they are all about €5 to €10 per day and crash pad. So it
Okay.
depends on the sizes and everything. But yeah, it's many. It's also again a lot of options
Yeah.
to if you came without.
Yeah. So it's good even if you don't come with yours from home. Yeah. You can
Yeah,
still
exactly.
rent.
Because I understand that it's easy to travel just with your backpack. So yeah, it's very possible. Just maybe you need a car, but you don't really need the crash pad to come Albarracin. Yeah, because you can rent it. I think it's pretty cheap. And it's very easy to get one or two.
Nice. Amazing. Amazing, man. I think we covered quite a bit. I think, yeah, really good conversation. Do you have like one? You have,
All right.
I don't know, anything more to say?
All right. No, sorry everybody for my English. But I wanted to say.
Man, it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah. But
Seriously.
we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. If the people understand, then we win.
Cool. So yeah, thank you so much. It was really great. And next time I buy you a beer when I go to Albarracin.
Yeah, of course, and for sure, call us to just to climb around and this.
I will. I will for sure. Cool, man. Thank you so much. Have a great evening.
You too.
Welcome back. Thank you for sticking around and hearing the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I sure did. I think it was one of the best. I loved this conversation with Miguel. If you enjoyed the podcast, please be sure to share it with your friends, with your climbing friends. I recently heard that also non-climbers enjoyed the podcast. So yeah, if some of your friends are, they like traveling, so yeah, send it to them. Let's see what they say. Yeah, as I said before, I will try to put all the problems, or at least most of them, for sure they will be in the show notes, but also just to have the videos, because there is all the videos of these problems on YouTube. So that's really cool. And yeah, be sure to subscribe to the Instagram. YouTube is coming up hopefully soon. Website climbingdestinationspodcast.com. And I'll see you in 2 weeks. Ciao, ciao.